If you play the way you've always played, we know what the outcome will be. To change the outcome, I want you to change the way you play the game. Dick Fosbury, 1968, he goes over the high bar backward. So the little mini version of it, 1968, is a University of Oregon student, sophomore. He goes to Mexico for the Olympics, and he goes over backwards. Everyone laughs at him for doing this. He wins the Olympics, but 8 years later, 90% of high jumpers are going over backward, doing what's called the Fosbury flop. Now, there are two things I want to point out about this picture. The first is there's no new technology that suddenly made it possible to go over backward in 1968. Everyone before him had gone over forward, though. So what is it that was missing? I propose what was missing is not what technology makes possible, but the concepts around that technology. And it's not till that concept is introduced and named something, Fosbury flop, can you find a coach who will train you on it, or talk about the best practices, or go to a conference about it. Right? You can think about Salesforce introduced what became known as cloud in 1995, but it didn't really get into our minds and start changing behavior until it was named something that was sticky. And the second thing I want to point out is what makes these concepts disruptive is that they prevent others from adapting to the concept. And that's because they're inconsistent with prevailing logic and belief, prevailing dogma. You think about it, before 1968, every gold medal winner had gone over forward. Every trainer of every Olympic athlete had trained them to go over forward. Massive agreement that the way you go over is forward. And he literally turned his back on it. So this is what we're looking for, is to do something that's inconsistent with what people expect.